Hi, I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180, 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and make progress in your life. This is episode 505 of the Daily 180, and today we're going to be talking about the beginning of a new set of episodes, talking about the difference between planning and improvising. Planning and improvising are not contradictory concepts. In fact, I think as we go through the process and we get to the end where we talk about the way that they work together, I hope I'm going to be able to make a case for the way that they can peacefully coexist. But let's be frank. Well, or Todd, or whoever you are. Let's be clear if we can. When we talk about these two concepts, most of the time we see them as totally different. We see a plan as something that is methodical, organized, and all those kinds of things. We see improvised as something that is completely different. I have spent a lot of my life with a foot in both camps. When we talk about planning later on in episode 506, I'm going to tell you some stories about how I developed as one of the most rigid planning people that you have ever met in your life. Which, for some of you who know me now, some 30 years down the road, you'll say, that doesn't sound like you at all. There are other times when we get into episode 506, 507, where I'll talk about some of the wisdom and some of the beauty that I've learned about improvisation and how improvisation can work. I'm actually a member of an improv comedy troupe. And the things that I have learned about that and the way that I have learned how to deal with the ideas of improv and the scariness of it and how to handle some of the fear that is connected with that is something that we'll talk about in episode 507. And of course, when we get to 508, we're going to talk a little bit about how these work together, about how they are two sides of the same coin, and about how understanding the strengths and the weaknesses of each one can allow us to make a choice in the moment as to which one we want to use. Keep in mind that all of this is about how do we make progress. And we're going to talk about how plans can help us make progress and on how being open to improvisation can give us an opportunity to make progress. But it's always about making progress. Progress can come in lots of forms. I've not talked about this in very many places, but I want to take a moment to talk about it here. And maybe this will be something that we do for all of these preview episodes as we move forward. Progress can come in the kind of forms of just making a small fine-tuning adjustment in the way that you see one of these concepts and see the opportunity that it has for you. Progress can also come in an improved ability to take action. And perhaps by talking about how plans and improvisation both work to help us understand what we should do, it'll help us identify the tasks, the actions that we can take in any moment along the way to make progress. And progress is all, of course, about chasing our worthy ideals. I'm looking forward to this next series of episodes. I hope you are too. And if you are, share this with as many people as you can so that they can come along and you've got some things to talk about and share with each other. Hit the bell to be reminded when we're giving out new episodes. Hit the button to be subscribed. And as always, remember, this is the Daily 180. My name is Todd Wente. Go forth and conquer. We'll see you next time.